Hello and welcome to an end of the year special edition of Pinoy Athletics Thursday's Track Talk. Um, Today we're going to only really cover Pinoy Athletics' second virtual event, which will be a 5,000 metre run for men and women, co-sponsored with our good friend Talking Chinoy. So I'll just present the video now that Talking Chinoy has made, just which explains the event in a more fruity, colourful kind of way. Okay, that was a brilliant presentation by our co-partner, Stephen, in regards to the event, so a visual presentation of what's on offer. We're going to now present a slide, which is a textual presentation of what's on offer for this particular event. I've just prepared a quick PowerPoint presentation on the event, which I will be sharing kindly with the viewers. Okay, so Pinoy Athletics, we're talking Chennai, virtual 5,000 meter run for men and women. So I'm presenting Pinoy Athletics' second virtual event. After the success of Pinoy Athletics Women in Sports virtual 60-meter dash for cash, which was in cooperation with Massive Sport and an anonymous sponsor, this event featured 13 young women from all around the Philippines who participated in the 60-meter challenge. And what an enthralling competition that was. I mean, who would have known, who would have thought that we ended up with a deadly two-way dance, which ended up as a tie. The top, we didn't have just one winner, but we had two winners of the virtual women's 60-meter dash for cash. And, that just showed, how innovative and deep the level of grassroots really is in the Philippines, with athletes participating on track ovals, on dirt tracks, like in fields, like with cows in the background, sort of watching on, and obviously on dirt tracks, on roads. There was a wide variety of, different, surfaces being ran on, which shows that you don't necessarily need a track oval open to enjoy the sport of track and field. It's a very universal, adaptable sport, which can be performed on almost any surface. As well as that, the other good thing was it was promoting women in Philippine sport. Usually there's quite a high dropout of women in Philippine sport after college, so it was good to see a variety of athletes ranging from the age of I think it was 15 right up until the age of 26 participating in our excellent women's dash for cash. Of course, we could not have done this without the solid support of Massive Sport, who do a lot of the singlets for the UAAP teams and for the national and a variety of national sports associations. They do the apparel for them as well, and also to an anonymous sponsor who donated prizes to our winners. Next up, and as of course we will have prizes in this competition, which we will be talking about later. I just want to give a special shout out for those watching. Carl Lewis Rendon, special shout out to you. Jerry Oduchurti, who does brilliant photos at race events and is worth definitely having at your event, taking very high quality photos covering your event, which creates lots of very nice memories for the athletes. And also to Coach York F. Tamayo, who's a young coach from Laguna who's been regularly following our website. We'd also like to wish him a very warm welcome as we head towards the year 2021. Okay, qualifying times. So as Stephen mentioned in the video, yeah, there are qualifying times for this event. 16 minutes 30 for the men and below 22 minutes for the women. If you're interested in joining this event, please email pinoyathletics@gmail.com. I'll provide you with all the details we will require for the entries to be processed in one of our next slides. As Stephen said, the deadline of the entry for this competition is January the 15th, so we will not be accepting any entries after January the 15th. But, as of now, we have 11 men and 10 women entered. So we have 21 entries, and entries have only been open for a few days. So there's another 15 days left of entries. And as of now, we're standing on 11 men and 10 women entered at the moment. So we have 21 entries in total as of today. Submission of the 5K video will be between January the 17th and the 24th. So that's when we will be accepting submissions of videos, and of course the Strava times, very important. Next slide. So payment details. We've set up payment details via GCash. The registration fee is 150 pesos entry, which is what Stephen had said on the video. Very affordable event. It's to be done via GCash, paid to Stephen Newton, plus 63915 986 5246. Please title your payment with your name to make payment more easily identifiable. Please email your receipt to pinoyathletics@gmail.com to confirm your payment, as unfortunately as of now we're having login issues. We've contacted GCash's technical support, but to prevent any delays, we'll still be accepting payments, but we will require confirmation of payment to put you into the start entry list for this event. Also, a special shout out to Zijing Lee, who's just joined us. All right. So yeah, so this is what I require emailed to pinoyathletics@gmail.com for this event. The venue being used, and type of surface, your best time, your personal best time for the 5K, your date of birth or age, your full name, your Strava account, and of course gender. Now, move to the next slide. So guidelines for the 5K run and the videos. Any surface can be used, grass, dirt, concrete, track, beach, etc. So that's all good. The distance must be measured using the Strava app to be counted. So in order to have accuracy of measurement and time, we require the Strava app. Full video of the race is required. These videos are to help promote future events, so definitely they are needed. And also, if there's issues with the Strava time, we need to counter check the time on the video using video software. No treadmill or exercycle performances will be accepted. So those are not, those are easy to sort of like get, anomalies in times. So those exercycles or treadmills we won't be accepting in this competition. Only times ran on these surfaces above. Negative inclination, known as downhill performances, will not be counted as a valid performance. So Strava can track inclinations as well. So like anything which is considered too hard downhill is considered an assisted run, and we won't be accepting those performances. Okay. All funds for the entry fees will go into a prize pool. So this is entirely a non-profit event. In fact, there may even be a shortfall, which myself and Stephen would be having to cover the difference to provide those prizes. As it's such a low-cost competition, it's possible there may be a shortfall. There'll be a first, second, and third prize in the men and the women. Each will receive, for the first, second, and third, and both the men and the women, 2,000 for the winner of each, 1,500 for the second place of each, and 1,000 for the third place of each. Depending on the number of entries on the start list, we may also offer prizes for most improved athlete of men and women, and also anyone from our fan page of Pinoy Athletics who can guess the men's and women's winning time the most accurately, providing we have enough come in above the shortfall. Okay, further details. We will be posting paid entry lists updated on the website to keep track of who has paid. Only entries that register and pay the entry fee are eligible to join the event. For more information on the event, pinoyathletics.info, virtual 5K run, or you can also head on to Talking Chinoy to watch this video and some other awesome videos on his website, which are all about Philippine athletics, mainly distance running, but he also covers other events in Philippine athletics, and he also covers some international athletic commentaries as well. And that's all for now. So if anybody has any okay, so there, that's all for now. So if anybody has any questions about registration, entries, how to make a Gcash payment, looking at any other forms of payment to enter this meet, the mechanics of how this meet works, or anything else along those lines, please don't hesitate to message us. We'll reply to this video after it's recorded. I know that a lot of people will be having to come back and refer to this video later, as by my calculations, it's actually dinner time in the Philippines. It's around 5:50, just before 6 o'clock p.m. in the Philippines. So a lot of people will probably be eating their dinner at the moment. So it may not have been the best time for me to post this video, but this is recorded and they can refer back to it later. They can bookmark and have a look at it later. Just posting an update there, just explaining what's going on with that. So yeah, this event again, because our virtual women's 60-meter event was so successful in terms of participation and the athletic community and public really getting behind the event, and it drawing quite a lot of excitement from our fan page. That's why we've decided to push through with a virtual 5K event. So we can either do it in a number of ways. We can either do it with prize money, which will require an entry fee, where we at least break even, or we can do this with with no prize money and no entry fee, which is also feasible as well. Looking at with that in mind, we're looking after this to make our next event January the 31st, which will be some shorter events. Still, I won't be announcing what shorter events those will be until this competition's been well organised and out of the way first. But yeah, our next virtual meet is going to be January the 31st. The idea of these competitions is to prepare athletes, keep them motivated during tough COVID times, and prepare athletes for the Philippine National Championships, which is scheduled in scheduled in April, first week of April at this point, according to the newspapers. So these will serve as tune-up meets for those events. And I'd just like to also make a special shout out to Jerome IDK Lopez, who just tuned into our video. Okay, I have quite a few people watching now. I will just go into FB and see if I can comments. Then I'll be calling it a day here. You can hear firecrackers smashing around in the background. It's signaling it's almost New Year. So it's 8:55 here in Sydney, Australia. Just seeing who else is. Yeah, so again, shout outs to Jerome Lopez, Zijing Lee, York Tamayo, Carlos Rendon, and Jerry Ojuchurti. All right, now, yep. So we've got someone else like, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, that was only 20 minutes, but that's I'm guessing that's all we have time for today, and that's all I wanted to all I wanted to cover today was just a reminder about our virtual event. 21 entries in total in the men and the women, and yeah, entries due by January the 15th. Event 17 to 24, 150 peso entry. by Gcash. All the details are up on the website. Check it out, and yeah, and we hope to all see you there. Bye now.